Oh, well, hello and welcome everybody. Randy Replay back at it again for another season of NFL football. Been some changes here, and we're going to get you ready for everything Minnesota Vikings 2019-2020 season right after this. So let's take a look at this year's squad. As you can see, there's been a little bit of change. Stephen Campagna, the projected starting quarterback, Mike Zimmer said this team will roll into the season with two quarterbacks, so one of these men will be cut. And behind him it's Smeagol and, of course, Kyle Sloter, who will try and prove himself and not be one of those guys that are going to be cut at the end of the preseason here in about a couple weeks. At running back, we have Sam Gable, Aaron Moss, Daniel Hendricks, Justin Vanderschaff, and Travis Parker. The lone fullback is Matthew Peterson. Wide receiver, Luke Slazewski, Jesse Peterson, Blake Letelier, Lou Wang, Darian Wilson, Cole Smith, and Cameron Quick. Tight ends, as you see them, are Travis Lee, Josh Gable, Luis Gonzalez. Left tackle, Riley Reif, Avante Collins. Left guard, Pat Outfline, Dakota Dozier. Nobody really cares about the offensive line, so we're just going to get through these guys to get to our left end positions. Tevin Fair and Jeremy Lindsey. Right end, David Arnold. He is a member of the Vikings World Order, so we put that VWO on the back of his jersey. Kevin Stark to round out your defensive ends. At defensive tackle, Richard Salty, Sean Clausen, Drew Ward, and Terrell Oliver. Left outside linebacker sees Ryan Bulow and Thomas Cross. The middle linebackers, Justin Lewis, Rashid Spinks, and the rights, Josh Fitzer and Scott Rethwell. Quarterbacks, Matthew Ardsdorf, Zachary Anderson, Robert Nichols, Aaron Nelson. Free safeties are Paul Fritchie and newly acquired Kenny Erickson. Strong safety, Poi Tralamalu and Thaddeus Rozu. Kicker for this season will be Brandon Baker, and the punter is Taylor Pauline. Looking at our draft picks, if need be, we can move some of these around, but right now we have 7 in each of the next 2 seasons. So looking to gain some commodity here on the practice squad and camaraderie throughout the roster are the Minnesota Vikings. Now, after the 4th week here, after the Buffalo game, we will assign captains. We will get all the numbers correct as we look ahead for that first week home game against the Atlanta Falcons. We'll get the rotation set this preseason. It's just like everybody else. You want to see what you have at each position so that you can get this rotation down. Now, as you can see, we can add some more players here in the preseason and see what they could do. And but right now we have a full 53-man roster going into the first week of the preseason. It's Vikings at Saints, and it's coming up right now. And hello and welcome everybody. 2019-2020 season. Well, the preseason rather starts off with Vikings at the New Orleans Saints. And we're new epic intro brought to you by EA Sports. Mercedes-Benz Superdome, longtime home. These are your TV commentators, but no, you get the simulcast team of me and Bobby Tuttle down on the sidelines. Bobby, what's it like down there, buddy? Well, as you can see, the Saints and Vikings coming onto the field just a few minutes ago. It's pretty hectic down here. This stadium is one of the loudest in the league, and of course, when the Saints come out, they just let you hear it. So we'll be looking at the secondary for the Vikings as my players to watch. And of course, that secondary for the Saints, very shoddy, so we'll be looking to take care of the big plays down the field. Back up to you, Randy. Okay, that was a little shaky, but it is preseason. This is a primetime game, as you can see. Everybody's getting ready. There's Ryan Bulow hyping up Sam Gable and vice versa. They're getting in each other's face a little bit. It's hype down here. Speaking of Sam Gable, here are some of his measurables. And kickoff is coming up in just a few minutes. He is our player to watch. We'll do this before every Minnesota Vikings game, the player to watch in the spotlight. Of course, those measurables will be replaced with stats as the season progresses. There's Drew Brees getting ready to play his first preseason game. Of course, the Saints have won the toss, have elected to receive, so Vikings will receive the second half kickoff. We are underway here in New Orleans. Marcus Sherrill's familiar face will down it in the end zone, and here comes Drew Brees. Some of his measurables obviously needs no introduction. One of the best in the league, if not the best, so we will see how he fares today against this Vikings defense. Never show that again, thank you. And we'll see what the Vikings want to do here as they come out in the 4-3. Drew Ward maybe have gotten a little out there. There's missed tackle, but Rashid Spinks will bring him down. Of course, the Vikings are in their all-whites with their kind of different pants there. Minnesota Vikings will show blitz. There's a tackle behind the line as it goes to Alvin Kamara. That is Jeremy Lindsey and Thomas Cross. I think Thomas Cross gets credit for it, but they brought the blitz at the right time. That'll bring up a 3rd and short, 3rd and 2. Here come the Vikings. Johnson Lewis, oh my gosh, that was David Arnold getting in the face of Alvin Kamara with the big hit. 3rd down stop. And the Saints will punt. Right you are. I mean, he just broke through and hit Kamara as hard as I've ever seen anybody hit him. That was insane. The dreads were flying. Back up to you. Radio Bobbio. David Arnold gets a nice pat on the booty from the coach, Mike Zimmer. And here comes the first punt of the evening. This will be Aaron Moss back to return it. He's going to get some room here. Aaron Moss, of course, one of the running backs, and he's just going to... That's a tackle out of bounds. Where's the flag? And here's Stephen Campagna, the projected starter. That was a tackle out of bounds. Interesting. No call there by the refs. It reminds me of the 2009 screw job. Stephen Campagna, there are some of his measurables as he starts the season under center. Well, at least the preseason. We'll see if he can play for his job here. Here we go. So he calls a check back 47. And he gets the snap. He's going to throw. It is dropped by Blake Letelier going to the ground. A good throw. Just sure hands did not come down with it. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Saints are showing blitz, by the way. Stephen Campagna wisely. Sounds like he audibles out. He'll throw right side. Caught Lu Wang. One hand. He stays on his feet. 1st down. An 11-yard completion. Good for the 1st down of the Minnesota Vikings preseason. First down, rather. Set up screen. Blake Letelier goes nowhere. They will lose 4. That'll bring up a 2nd and 14 now. So the Minnesota Vikings off to a pretty good start, all things considered. Matthew Peterson will motion out, slot left. This one will go to Sam Gable. Sam Gable will make up most of the yardage. That's a 12-yard run. That'll bring up 3rd and short. 3rd and 3 to be exact. So far, so good for the Minnesota Vikings offense. Stephen Campagna comes up with the eye. He's got 2 tight ends on the field. That is a weird play action. He's going to give it to Travis Barker. I don't think he got it. He got super close. The pass led him backwards, and it's 4th and inches. So, of course, Travis Parker, not to be confused with Travis Barker, he had to stop. He got the nice little truck in there, but yeah, we're going to see. I don't think he got it. I haven't seen good enough evidence. And the Minnesota Vikings offense trots back out on the field. They're going to go for it. 4th and inches. It's the preseason, baby, and it goes to Matthew Peterson. He will rumble, mumble, stumble to the 49-yard line. Mike Zimmer being aggressive in the preseason. I like to see it. And here comes Stephen Campagna. Shotgun. Kind of juking out the defenders. He's going to use his legs. Another tackle out of bounds. That is the 2nd of the game. Oh, by heavens. So he gets good 8 yards. He's trying to juke out the defenders there, I think. Turn around, hands it to Sam Gable. Sam Gable looks like he'll have the first down. Depends on the spot. And, of course, he will defeat that first down marker. Make it his little baby. So it's 1st and 10. Steven Campagna coming out of the shotgun, it looks like. Pump fake once. He throws. Caught left side. Jesse Peterson. Good for another first down. The Minnesota Vikings moving the ball now. Signals first down to Luke Slazewski and Blake Letelier. And he's feeling it here. Good pass as he goes down to the ground. Steven Campagna from the shotgun. Handoff, Sam Gable. He will get a couple yards here. 3 to be exact. And the Minnesota Vikings moving the ball efficiently. Here's what the offense looks like. Steven Campagna. Pump fakes. Throws end zone. Peterson juggles. It is almost intercepted. Thrown into triple coverage. You can't do that too many times. It's 3rd and 7 now. 3rd down and 7. Here come the Vikings. Went for the fake snap. Short throw. Sam Gable caught. First down, Minnesota. Steven Campagna, projected starter. He's really playing like it now. This will be an interesting preseason if we're going to act like this. Defense holds out. And who will get the first touchdown? He is calling an audible at the line of scrimmage. 14 seconds on the play clock. He turns. He gives it to Aaron Moss. Audibled into a run play. He gets 1 yard. I mean, he'll get his opportunities, no doubt. Minnesota Vikings showing run here. It's a fake. Free play for the Vikings. Back corner incomplete. We'll see the call here. And it goes against the Vikings. Garrett Bradbury.
Still 2nd down.
Gotta be careful of that holding call, center boy. So here we go. Calling a little bit of audibles out here. Campagna. Another play. Oh my goodness, I don't know what happened. Luke Slazewski kind of tripped there. He had an open way to the end zone, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. The Vikings need to get into the end zone here. Campagna calls an audible on the field, bringing Sam Gable behind him. It's a play action. Throws, end zone, caught Letelier. He gets a touchdown, and it's a touchdown Vikings. Calls his teammates over. Jump ball, and it will be Sam Gable who wins the tip-off. So Blake Letelier with a nice reception. We're going to take another look at it. Good pass, beat the defender, no flags. Just very, very good route running on Marshawn Lattimore. So Brandon Baker comes in for the extra point. Minnesota Vikings squeezes it around the left side. It's 7-0. A 15-play, 77-yard drive. You cannot argue with that. 10 yards. Not too many times you could do that. They're going to show blitz here. Are the Vikings pulling down that safety to the right side of the formation? Drew Brees throw. Rozu does not make the tackle. It's up to Anderson, and he will get in there. That's Michael Thomas. We were just talking about him being held in check for the time being. It's a 52-yard touchdown. And the Saints look to tie it up here in the first quarter. Vikings under center. It's a play action. Throw on the run. It's Luis Gonzalez with a nice catch. And he signals for the first down. 19-yard reception right in front of the Saints bench. We're going to take another look at this one. On the run, kept his feet in bounds even though he was kind of near the sidelines. Very, very decent catch by Luis Gonzalez. It's 4th down, so a big, big play for the Saints defense. That'll be the end of the first quarter. Holy moly. So Brandon Baker with a 51-yard attempt to put the Vikings up 10-7. Snap, spot, kick away, it's blocked. Oh my heavens. And Tevin, well, not Tevin Fair, that is Josh Gable will bring him down. So a blocked field goal in prime time. 2 big plays for the Saints defense and special teams. Oh my goodness. They will run it with Murray. Murray will get into the end zone. Touchdown. Oh my heavens. So just a blown coverage. They guessed middle. They went left. That is the first down for a touchdown rather for Latavius Murray. That's a block kick. It's a blocked kick, and Robert Nichols gets in there. So the Saints did it to us, and we do it to them. Now we have a chance to go up by 1 with a touchdown. At what sick cost? Smeagol throws. Caught! Cole Smith! He trips up at about the 45, but he gets the first down for the Minnesota Vikings. Cole Smith, what a play. Will Lutz will get this one off, and it is good. Saints lead 16-7. So here we go. Taylor Pauline, second punt of the night. Wowzers, it's a boomer. This thing will go out of bounds at the 6. So Taylor Pauline with a coffin corner if I ever saw one. The first one not as good. This is just a big boomer. A 3-point try. Will Lutz. Robert Nichols almost had another one. He just got hung up there, and it's 19-7. So 3rd and 10. Smeagol out of the shotgun. Throws. Intercepted. Tackled by Lou Wang. Oh my heavens. And we're going to hold him to another field goal try. So bring it to 22-7. 53-yard attempt. The kick is away. It is good. He just barely got it. 22-7 Saints. Seemingly last play. Airs it out for Cole Smith. Oh, almost had it. Incomplete, and the Vikings just have a dismal second quarter. We'll bring you into the studio for halftime analysis here. And hello and welcome to your halftime break. Stephen Campagna leads the team in quarterback rating, 116.0. He was 11 for 14 with 86 yards and a touchdown. Smeagol has since taking over 3.8 rating. 2 for 10, 39 yards, no touchdown, 1 pick. His day is seemingly over as Kyle Slaughter will get the rest of the second half. For your rushing attack, 7 carries, 36 yards by Sam Gable. Aaron Moss had 3 for 3. Stephen Campagna ran once for 8. Matthew Peterson on the big 4th down had 1 for 7. Receiving, Lou Wang 2 for 14. Blake Letelier 2 for 2 with a touchdown. Jesse Peterson 2 for 25. Luis Gonzalez 1 for 19. Travis Lee 1 for 2. Darian Wilson 1 for 8. Cole Smith 1 for 31. Luke Slazewski 1 for 9. Travis Parker 1 for 3. Sam Gable 1 for 12. Nobody cares about blocking, so we're going to go to defense and look at total tackles. It's Rashid Spinks and Robert Nichols leading with 8 and 5. Tackles for loss, we had a bunch. 2 for Terrell Oliver, 2 for Rashid, 1 for Jeremy Lindsey, Matthew Arnsdorf, David Arnold, Thomas Cross, and Robert Nichols. No sacks, no interceptions. No pass. Actually, 5 pass deflections by Justin Lewis, Luke Slazewski for some reason, Robert Nichols, Aaron Nelson, and Poi Tralomalu. No forced fumbles, no fumble recoveries, no safeties, no defensive touchdowns for your Vikings. Brandon Baker is 0 for 1 on field goals. He had that 1 block and 1 for 1 on extra points. Taylor Pauline had 2 punts, 97 yards, netting 77. We're going to get you back out to the field. Minnesota Vikings have the ball. Let's get a win. There we go, Kyle Slaughter. This is what he's working with. Throw right side, overthrows, intercepted! What the heck was that? Kyle Slaughter is flabbergasted. Overthrew Cole Smith. I don't think he got his second foot down. Get out of the way! No, he did not. That's out of bounds. And Thomas Cross rips him down for the sack. The first sack of the day for the Vikings. Thomas Cross will get there. They call an all-out blitz. Throws down Teddy Bridgewater disgracefully. Not disgracefully, actually pretty good. Just rips him. The defense here. Now they're going to pinch the line together just in case. Throws end zone, caught, touchdown. Scott Rethel tried to wrestle it out, but there's another touchdown for the Saints and Teddy Bridgewater. This play. Slaughter intercepted again. Oh my goodness. Eli Apple. So now we're going to go on board with Thaddeus Rozu here in our player lock camera. It's a screenplay. Rozu brings them down on the other side of the field. Wowzers. Brought down Murray here. And it's almost intercepted by Arnsdorf, but he drops the pick. It's 4th and 4. And just for the second time, or Aaron Nelson, sorry. Just for the second time today. Oh, they're going to go for a field goal. 55-yard try. One's away. And it is good. Will Lutz is a kicking machine. 32-7. Wowzers. Slaughter. Wide open Daniel Hendricks. He has a block, but he's not going to... Josh Gable did not throw a good enough block. 46-yard field goal attempt for Brandon Baker. Kick is away. It is good. So 32-10, 150 left to go here in the third. And he's brought down by Thomas Cross, his second sack of the game. Wowzers. So another field goal attempt to make it 35-10. Kick is away, it's good. 35-10, New Orleans. And here comes another Will Lutz field goal. 58-yarder. This one is no good. Too much there. And there you have it. The Minnesota Vikings lose their preseason opener. And it was all Saints in this one, as you can see. This will be Randy Replay for the post-game analysis here. And hello and welcome to the post-game. This is Randy Replay. Kyle Slaughter had just one more yard than Stephen Campagna. Second best QB rating on the team. He was 8 for 22. That is 36% completion percentage. For those of you that didn't know how to do math or simply didn't look over here. Excuse me. Must have been this bad soda I'm having. 2 interceptions, no touchdowns. Stephen Campagna, the projected starter, and he proves why. 116 QB rating. He was 11 for 14, 86 yards and a touchdown. He exited after just 2 drives. It's back. 2 for 10, 39 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. The rushing attack was led by Sam Gable, 7 carries, 36 yards. Daniel Hendricks, 5 for 32. Aaron Moss, 3 for 3. Matthew Peterson, 2 for 10. Big 4th down conversion by him. Kyle Slaughter just ran the ball once for 11 yards. Justin Vandershoff got the rock. 1 yard for 4. Stephen Campagna, 1 for 8. Receiving it was Cole Smith. 6 catches, 87 yards. No touchdowns. He did have the 1 drop. Lou Wang, 3 for 29. Blake Letelier, 2 for 2 and a touchdown. Jesse Peterson, 2 for 25. Travis Lee, 1 for 2. Luke Slazewski 1 for 9, Daniel Hendricks 1 for 10, Darian Wilson 1 for 8, Luis Gonzalez 1 for 19, Matthew Peterson 1 for 6, Travis Parker 1 for 3, Sam Gable 1 for 12. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different receivers for your Minnesota Vikings quarterbacks today. Nobody cares about blocking. We're going to go to defense, look at total tackles. Rushing Springs with 12. Robert Nichols with 9. Aaron Nelson with 6. Hey, look, Thomas Cross and Matthew Arnsdorf also had 6. Zachary Anderson for 4. David Arnold had 4. Troy Polamalu, Thaddeus Rosu, Tevin Fair, Scott Ruthwell, 12. Oliver had 3. Justin Lewis, Paul Fritchie had 2. Drew Ward, Aaron Moss, Lou Wang, Kenny Erickson, Sean Clausen, Josh Fitzer, Josh Gable, Jeremy Lindsay each had 1. Sacks, there were 2 today by Thomas Cross, left outside the linebacker. No interceptions. Pass deflections, we had a couple by Aaron Nelson, 1 by Poi Tralamalu, Kenny Erickson, Robert Nichols, Luke Slazewski, and Justin Lewis. No forced fumbles, actually we had 1 block kick by Robert Nichols, no safeties, no touchdowns for your defense. Brandon Baker, 1 for 2, longest of 46. He had that 1 block and he was 1 for 1 on extra points. Taylor Pulleen, 3 punts, 152 yards, netting 119. We're going to get you back to the main screen and prepare you for everything week 2 preseason. And hello and welcome back to the main screen. Minnesota Vikings lose 35-10. We're going to advance the week here, and we're going to see what happens in the NFC North following the first week of the preseason. So far, so good, pretty healthy. We are at home against the Seattle Sea Chickens. And the Green Bay Packers and Detroit Lions each win their first game. The Bears and Vikings lose theirs. This has been Randy Replay. I will see you next week in Minneapolis.